Cannot believe it. Pompey v Town at 11:17 this morning was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. This is the Suffolk Crunch, and we thought we'd just do a little quick video. Everyone knows the game's off, but just to get people's thoughts, we will go for 66 likes on this video. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications bell so when we are live you can get involved down below. If you are a Portsmouth fan, get involved as well with your comments. If you're a football fan, just get involved. Mike is in. He puts Tin Pot of a once big club. We are sponsored here by the Bad Shirt Club. So head over to the website to get your bucket hats, your shirts, your jackets. Use the code TSC30 at the checkout and you will get 30% off your order. So no trip tonight to the South Coast. Thank you very much for the kind comments there in the chat. Yeah, if you're watching back on Catch Up, get involved and leave your comments in the comment section on YouTube. There is a couple of videos up over there. My thoughts on the transfer window or lack of business on the last day for Town. And there's a Sammy Smollick's one, because I did say Sammy Smollick was staying in the first one, and then it transpired that he was on his way to Derby for the rest of the season on loan. So yeah, I did get a little steer this morning, probably about 10 minutes before the official tweet from Ipswich and the tweet from Portsmouth saying the game was going to be off, there was going to be a pitch inspection, don't travel. And then about 10 minutes later, it was actually officially announced. So I did have a little bit of a heads up on that. I don't really know what to make of it. I know they've had a lot of rain, as everybody has had, all over the country. Good afternoon, Jonathan. Hope you're well. Joe says, didn't want the tractor boys on the pitch. Ashley says, it's a bloody joke. I get why it's off. It's been very, very wet. And it's obviously, Town wanted it, a decision made fairly early to avoid people travelling like last time, when there was a lot of Town fans getting down towards Portsmouth and various destinations. I know it's probably not ideal. Good afternoon, Martin. Hope you're well. It's not ideal. We know that, but there's nothing we can do. You know, the pitch is waterlogged. It's saturated. What I would say is we are playing in the second tier of English football with a lot of money floating around now, and we're not playing on the local park. You've not got a clear dog shit off the pitch and broken glass. We're playing at a serious level here, and to not have a pitch of adequate standard that, and yes, it's rained a lot, you need to invest. I was talking to Colin on the way home, and he came up with a really good point about these teams spend so much money on wages when a lot of it should be invested maybe into your facilities and your pitch. And it's disappointing. And I know people will say, oh, Portsmouth got some injuries, and that really doesn't have anything to do with it. You know, the officials will take a look at the pitch and then they'll make their decision in due course. So it's going to be replayed at a later date, possibly. You're looking at the fixture list, there's not that many midweeks. You could slip it in on FA Cup 5th round day if Town are out, and Leicester are still in, because I think we're supposed to be playing Leicester that day. So if Town were out of the cup and Leicester were still playing and they got through, we could probably squeeze it in there, because obviously Portsmouth are out. Jonathan says, big chance of Hull to open up a 5-point gap, although they're not so good at home. But yeah, it's disappointing. But I want everyone's comments. If you're watching live or if you're watching back, what do you make to the decision? Is there anything the EFL can do? Because obviously this is the second time that this game has been cancelled. And you look at Town obviously had the game abandoned at Blackburn. Blackburn had the game abandoned against Sheffield Wednesday. Who's got the worst pitch? Is it Blackburn Rovers? Is it Portsmouth? Is it a tie? Do they share that trophy for 6 months? Mike Baker says next international break, which I don't think can happen, Mike, because we'll have players away. So that's not going to happen. Obviously, we're going to have O'Shea away. We'll have Jack Taylor, Eggerly. So that won't happen, not when the international break's on, because we'll obviously be under strength. So they'll have to find somewhere adequate in the fixture list to obviously replay the game. Disappointing. Obviously, Town, you're going to have players who probably back fit for the rearranged game. Philogene, obviously Marcelino, Nunes were out, and I did hear a whisper of another injury this morning. So hopefully that player is fit for Saturday. The same people moaning are the same ones who celebrate when we're abandoned at Ewood Park. It happens. Nothing the EFL can do about it. It says Ian. Jules says it's a disgrace. Craig says, you're a cricket fan, Rich. This is a really good point. He says, you remember the Brumbrella at Edgbaston. Surely teams in top division should have something like that if we have drainage issues. But then the water's got to go somewhere. Ben Duckett is out first ball, says Mike Packer. I'm going to turn on the T20 in a minute. England already wrapped the series up. So something like that is a decent idea, but the rain has to drain to somewhere. So it's just one that maybe it's just one of those things. Trev says championship clubs should all have certain standard pitch, undersoil heating and good drainage, and I don't disagree with that. But obviously Portsmouth, they haven't got a good drainage system. So I don't know. Don't ask me. Just frustrating. I was looking forward to getting down there tonight to Fratton Park, but we will have to do it at a later date. But yeah, Pompey's ground is next to the Solent. Drain it in there. Twat, says Jules. Ian is watching England under 19s against Australia. Decent game. England in a good position. Let me know the score, Ian, in the chat, please. We'll do to 10 minutes. Other than that, not a lot happening. Obviously, no signings. Like I said, there's a couple of videos to catch up on if you haven't watched them already on the channel available. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button. We'll go for 66 likes on this, just a different number. We'll probably get more. We might not even get that many people watch this, but I thought I'd just do a little bit of a video to update people if they didn't know the game was off, because some people will be at work. There would be people who obviously making their way down on a train. The buses hadn't left Portman Road. They were supposed to be leaving at 1:15, so it obviously saved them a journey. But you might have people who have already made the trip down, booked accommodation. Not ideal, I know, but at least for the majority of the people, they have obviously called the game off early so they can not travel, and obviously the tickets will be valid for whenever the game is actually staged. Take 3 will be sometime, maybe in March, maybe April, not really sure. Ridiculous at this level, says Lee. Yeah, I get there's probably a lot of unhappy fans. I'm not sure Portsmouth were probably that happy. I know there's Colby Bishop was injured, got a few injuries, but that's football. Craig says, thinking the FA Cup game will line up, we'll see a few unfamiliar faces, which will be interesting. We'll probably see a Dan Neil appearance, I would have thought, in that, because obviously he's not played any football. It'd be interesting if he comes into the team against Derby. That is a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday lunchtime. So Town will get to play ahead of Coventry and ahead of Middlesbrough, which it could help us, it could hinder us, but we need to go there and we need to get a result. Obviously, Sammy Smollick's assigned for Derby on loan, but he will not be involved against Town on Saturday. Good signing for the Rams. There is a little video that I've done with Callum over on the Rams Talk podcast. Is available on YouTube, so if you want to go and have a little check out of that, please do. Where the Town walk, nearly up to 2,000 views on our latest live. We've done a live actually on Sunday morning, so if you haven't seen that, go and have a look at that, and also hit the subscribe, as we are nearly on 600 subscribers. So I think we need about another 7. I looked this morning, so just do us a favor and pop over there and hit subscribe. It is totally free. Anyway, that's me done. 10 minutes in the can. Pompey v Ipswich has fallen foul to the weather. It will be replayed at a later date. Not sure when. But keep your eyes over the town socials to find out when that rearranged fixture is. Anyway, all the best, and we'll see you later in the week for the Derby County preview.